On everybody take a real deep breath and repeat after me. Baby, hey, 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 my baby.
Ann Margret and Elvis Presley, two of the most magnetic stars of their time, shared an undeniable connection both on and off the screen. Yet despite their chemistry and the sparks that flew between them, Ann Margret shocked the world when she walked away from the king of rock and roll. What could possibly have led her to make such a bold decision, especially at the height of both their careers? Born Ann Margret Olsen in Sweden, she moved to America with her family when she was just 6 years old. Her talent was evident from an early age, and her parents wholeheartedly supported her ambitions. By the time she was a teenager, she had developed into a gifted singer and dancer. Her big break came in 1963 with the film Bye Bye Birdie, where her captivating performance earned her widespread acclaim.
Bye, bye, birdie. The army's got you now.
The following year, Ann Margret was cast opposite Elvis Presley in Viva Las Vegas, a film that remains iconic for its vibrant energy and unforgettable musical numbers. The chemistry between the two stars was electric, both on and off the screen.
Met a nice old man upon the village green. I helped him cross the street into his limousine. Next day he sent the biggest brooch I've ever seen to show his appreciation.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away. Everything got on.
From the moment they met, there was an undeniable spark. Elvis was immediately drawn to her, and Ann Margret later described their connection as instant and intense.
Our relationship was very strong and very serious and very real. We went together for 1 year, and
Their on-screen performances reflected their off-screen passion. In Viva Las Vegas, they danced and sang together with such energy and synchronization that it felt like they were made for each other.
Elvis, Viva Ann Margret. Viva the excitement when these two let themselves go on a wild and woolly whirl through Funtown, USA. Yes, the sky's the limit for love, laughter, and those wonderful new sounds.
She loves me.
Audiences and tabloids were captivated, dubbing them the perfect match. But behind the glamour and the headlines, there was a more complicated story unfolding. Elvis at the time was engaged to Priscilla Beaulieu, a relationship that had already been under scrutiny due to the age gap and the circumstances of their courtship. Ann Margret, on the other hand, was rising to stardom, navigating her own ambitions and the challenges of being a woman in Hollywood during the 1960s.
Need you, well baby you're right. Everything I don't need you. Take a look at my eyes. Since you've been gone, everything I don't love you. Maybe these.
The affair between Elvis and Ann Margret was brief but intense. Both stars were at pivotal points in their lives and careers, and their romance, though passionate, was also fraught with complications. Elvis was torn between his commitment to Priscilla and his feelings for Ann Margret. For Ann Margret, the relationship posed its own challenges. Despite their shared attraction, she was acutely aware of the complexities and pressures that came with being involved with someone like Elvis Presley. And then came Roger Smith, a charismatic actor best known for his role in 77 Sunset Strip.
Hi, Dad. Man, I dig how you had yourself a rumble with that Dixon Square this AM.
There's not much you don't dig.
Way I dig it. You dribbled out of your place looking real bombed out, like traumatized. He'd had it, Dad. Do I always have to bring you on?
Well, he asked for it. When'd you hear about it?
I'm hip. He'd tell how you came on sounding real harshly. All that jive about you cutting into bacon strips and noise like that.
That was this morning. This afternoon, I'm filled with love for my fellow man.
Shaboom. I was dribbling in when you cut out with some real...
Ann Margret and Roger first met years earlier, but their romance didn't blossom until 1966. Smith was unlike Elvis in many ways. Where Elvis was enigmatic and unpredictable, Roger was steady and grounded. He brought a sense of stability to Ann Margret's life, something she had been yearning for amidst the chaos of Hollywood. Roger's quiet determination and unwavering support won Ann Margret over. He wasn't just a partner, he became her anchor. Ann Margret once said, "Roger made me feel safe, like I could conquer anything." Roger had tremendous confidence in me, much more than I did, his wife said in a 1985 interview. "I can be hurt very easily, but he can't. He gradually brought me out of my shell." At this point, let me ask you, what would you choose if you were in her position? Fame and passion, or stability and love? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating Hollywood stories. Ann Margret's decision to choose Roger Smith over Elvis Presley wasn't just about romance. It was about choosing a life path. With Elvis, she might have experienced a whirlwind of passion and excitement, but that life also came with its share of challenges. Elvis was struggling with his own demons, including a growing dependence on prescription drugs and the pressures of fame. Roger, on the other hand, offered a different kind of love. He was there for Ann Margret through thick and thin, proving his dedication time and again. When she suffered a near-fatal accident during a performance in 1972, breaking multiple bones, it was Roger who rushed to her side. In fact, he went so far as to commandeer a plane to get her the medical attention she needed. This selflessness and devotion deeply moved Ann Margret. Their bond grew even stronger as Roger stood by her through her recovery, helping her regain her confidence and return to the stage. But their relationship wasn't without its own challenges. Around the same time, Ann Margret faced personal struggles, including a battle with substance abuse. Once again, Roger proved to be her rock. He encouraged her to seek help and supported her every step of the way. His belief in her never wavered, even when she doubted herself. Over the years, Ann Margret and Roger became not just life partners, but professional collaborators as well. Roger, who had transitioned from acting to producing, helped manage Ann Margret's career, ensuring she was treated fairly and given opportunities to showcase her talent. Together, they formed a formidable team, and their partnership extended far beyond the confines of Hollywood. Ann Margret's decision to marry Roger in 1967 was met with surprise by many. Some questioned why she would choose him over Elvis, the king of rock and roll. But for Ann Margret, the choice was clear. Roger offered her a love that was steady, unconditional, and enduring. Elvis, meanwhile, went on to marry Priscilla in 1967.
Matched, isn't he? Sort of over match.
But his life continued to spiral, plagued by health issues and addiction. Despite the end of their romance, Ann Margret and Elvis remained connected in their own way. When Elvis passed away in 1977, Ann Margret was one of the few people from his past who attended his funeral, a testament to the bond they once shared.
Graceland, she and Vernon embraced. Shortly after Elvis' death and funeral, Vernon recalled, "Ann Margret and I hugged each other and cried together, but I didn't even see her husband, who was close by." Ann Margret recalled the same meeting. She said, "There was so much to say, to recount, but instead, we cried."
Looking back, Ann Margret has often expressed gratitude for the life she built with Roger Smith.
Oh, boy. You know, I am most proud of the fact that I was married to Roger Smith for 50 years. That's the most for me.
Their marriage lasted over 50 years until Roger's passing in 2017, a rarity in Hollywood. Through all the highs and lows, they stood by each other, proving that true love can withstand the test of time. Ann Margret's story is a reminder that sometimes the most difficult decisions can lead to the greatest rewards. Her choice to walk away from Elvis Presley and embrace a life with Roger Smith wasn't just about choosing a partner, it was about choosing herself, her happiness, and her future. Elvis and Ann Margret may have shared a fleeting, passionate romance, but her enduring love story with Roger Smith is what truly defined her life. In the end, Ann Margret found not just a partner, but a soulmate, someone who saw her not as a Hollywood star, but as a person worth fighting for. Her legacy as an actress, singer, and performer is undeniable, but perhaps her greatest achievement is the life she built off-screen, a life filled with love, resilience, and unwavering support. What's your takeaway from this iconic Hollywood tale? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories from the golden age of entertainment. Thanks for watching.